water supplied by a public municipality or a private well for residential or commercial use, Purified Water Services LLC has the solutions to provide you with simply clean water. We offer a complete line of professional water filtration equipment and accessories. Soft water makes a difference you can see and feel. Water heater and appliances last longer with less maintenance. Iron and H2S filters eliminate iron stains and offensive rotten egg odors and protects your water softener equipment from iron fouling. No matter what your problem is, Purified Water Services LLC has a solution. Contact Kenny Williams at 352-446-2709.
That's the battle.
Absolutely.
The one or two, the Coach Buddy Pugh, which is going into the Hall of Fame at the University of South Carolina.
Yeah.
But he's at South Carolina State. I personally went up there, use relationships to tell him thank you, man.
Right.
You was dealing with a knucklehead that just thought he had it and knew what he was doing.
Right.
But it just needed to go about it a different way. But you stuck your head. He took me to his mom's house.
Yeah.
Fed me on a Sunday when I'm in another state. He said, let's go have breakfast. None of that stuff, you just thinking, hey, they doing it because they got, and you come to find out as you got older that, no, they didn't really have to do that.
Yeah, not at all.
Not at all, man. Not at all. And running to the Perry Browns who used to come when he took the head coaching job on at Pasco High, he used to come through the hood every morning at 5:30 to pick up his players. Many days we rode on back. Many days I rode in the middle. He drove a stick shift, had old Dodge stick, and I would have to straddle the stick. My brother sit here, and Perry Brown is there. I'm talking about coming out of the coochie because we didn't have another way to get there.
Right.
Mom didn't have the resources.
Right.
You hear me? And every chance I get, I think I might even go and have breakfast or lunch with Coach Gaffney because he's close. We had a defense that when we was going to that state championship year, hindsight have you, that we had a guy named Aaron Craig was a senior. And my brother was a senior. They was the two linebackers. And as the season went on, probably second, third game of the year, Coach came to me and said, Hambrick, I'm gonna plug your ass in that linebacker with your brother. I said, Coach, he said, you gonna be fine. I don't know what to do, man.
Yeah.
I ain't never, pick it up. I'm a runner. And he was like, man, you're gonna be fine. I'm gonna train you up. I got you.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, him and Coach Andy Siegel, they trained me.
Yeah.
Trained me, man, for what's to come. But they didn't have to do that.
Right.
They didn't have to do it. Andy Siegel got so good that the linebacker drills, he used to hit me and my brother with a paddle, a 2x4. At line, don't want us to take the false step. Every time we take a false step at linebacker and not going forward, the paddle is coming. He's standing behind us. Every play, at practice, we looking, we reading, and if we take a false step, and it trained us. You better not hit no kid these days like that. You hear me now? But I'm talking about
be on the news.
You be on the news. But I'm talking about the training.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the attitude.
Yeah.
You hear me? I'm talking about the instillment. And we took those early lessons on to higher levels.
Right.
And that stuck with us.
Yeah.
And then you realize, man, the people didn't have that to do, man.
Right.
And I go back in every chance I see them, I hug them. I try to show up to an event. Try to show them some type of appreciation.
Yeah.
And the appreciation, it doesn't require money.
No, not at all. It's absolutely free. No charge. It doesn't cost anything
to find your way to them, man. Just to say thank you, man. I got so many people in my phone right now. I'm saying thank you to. I even wrote Emmett yesterday. A guy was going to meet Emmett for an autograph session there in New York City. They're having dinner together. And I say, for real, bro? He said, yeah, I'm here now. I'm looking right at him. I can show you the message. I said, well, I'm going to write this letter, man, and I want you to give it to him. And the message went, wouldn't mind getting together with you, bro. Me, you, Robert Thomas, Michael Wiley, the guys that push you those last 2 years to the point that you're at now. And I remind you, it was out of gas. But that's a collective running back group that kept you intact.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Through the bull crap, through it all, we was there, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Won't you turn around? You know, we hear all about Moose Johnson.
Yeah.
And all the great things y'all did in them 9 years. And I commend that. But those last 2 years had to be the hell of us years that you had.
Yeah.
Robert Thomas blocking. We call him Red Rod. I just met with him, you know. And we're saying, how can we come together? You know, can you take time out? You know, will you mention one of us and some just acknowledgement? We're not looking for you. We're looking for acknowledgement. That was the message, you know, that you know, just to saying thank you.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You know, and I shot my number to him. You know, the guy sent me a thumbs up. You know, and I felt good right there because I went to Dallas looking for number 22.
Yeah.
You know, and we never, you know, we had our turmoil there because the media blew it up and some of the craziest stuff I said, you know, but I didn't mean it. It was just competitive nature, you know, looking at the numbers and everybody's talking about, you know, I'm popping it a little bit better than Emmett is at 3-point yards. I'm popping 5-6 yards a carry. You know, I let it get to my head. I said some young, immature things, but through it all, our relationship was decent.
Yeah.
Even going out to Arizona.
Yeah, I was gonna say you played not only at Dallas but at Arizona too.
Yeah, and they traded for me. And Danny Green told me that he checked with Emmett first.
Oh wow!
Before he traded for me.
Wow.
You hear me?
Awesome.
And Emmett said, "Man, ain't no problem. Matter of fact, when he get here, tell him I want to see him. No, my wife want to see him. He was married to Martin Lawrence's ex-wife then, Patricia." So when I get there, Danny Green them get me off the airport, and we go and have dinner. And he said, hey, I got Emmett here. Hey, what you doing tomorrow? I ain't doing nothing, just trying to get acclimated. All right, my wife wants you over here. I said, all right, just send me the address and I'll get there. When I walked through the door, Miss Pat holler, "Now, Hambrick, I don't want that shit at you. You come here and close your damn mouth, and we're gonna play football here." You hear me? And we laughed.
Yeah.
We laughed, man. But at that moment, I felt like, man, I was all right.
Yeah.
And man, me and Emmett hugged. Me and Emmett hugged. Man, they played me at fullback, running back. We worked together as a team.
Yeah.
You know, the pressure wasn't there no more.
Yeah.
The pressure of him getting the record in a Dallas uniform, you know, the pressure of getting touches, you know, the pressure of a young guy coming and taking his position.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't there. It was just Emmett smiling, man. We even had a couple times where I was in my Cadillac EXT, and I'm following his Lamborghini, and man, we racing to the Sun Devil Field. Of course, I couldn't keep up.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, you know. But man, I'm talking about sitting in Scottsdale.
Yeah.
Just sitting before it built up to where it was. This is 2004, 2005. You know, we sitting in Scottsdale before it built up, and man, just to sit at a bar, at the mall, me and all time, you know, and we just chopping it up, man, laughing, having a drink.
Yep.
You know, those the moments that I cherish.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Christmas time coming around, giving gifts to the players. You know, so we did a lot of good things together, and I you know, and I want to revisit that one more time, man.
Yeah.
Emmett taught me a lot of stuff. Emmett got me out there. I'm wondering what time Emmett worked out in Dallas. And some odd reason I keep missing him. Because he won't show up with the regular running backs. Right. You know, but I can tell at his locker that he's been here. Come to find out he's in there one day. It's about 2:30, 3 o'clock p.m. Smoking hot in Dallas. I go in there, get to my locker. I see his shoes and stuff down. Because we usually come in at 6, 7 in the morning, go ahead and get it out the way, you know. And I said, dang. I go and look at them same windows I told you about before. And he's out there in the smoking heat, golf cart, pulling the sled, pushing the sled. You got the golf cart out there, got weights on the back of it. Got 3 trainers out there. He pushing pushing the golf cart. I'm talking about 100 yards down. Push it back. Got weights back there, 300 or 400 pounds, and then he got a guy sitting on each seat, making it hard. Yeah. Guess what I do? Go throw my shoes on. Throw my tights on. I want some of this stuff. Yeah. Finally caught up with this little damn thing. Yeah. So right out there, I stood there, man, you don't mind? He needed me to get in so he can get a break.
Yeah.
You hear me now? And he was all
I've been waiting on you.
Man, where you at? And man, we got out there, man, and I watched how he trained, man, and I see why he was all the time.
Yeah.
I seen what the work he was putting in.
Absolutely.
In the 100-degree weather.
Yeah. You know, what's funny is, and I love that. That's a great story. Especially, I knew Emmett had a great work ethic, but it reminds me of Michael Irvin too.
Yeah.
Because Michael Irvin said he'd go out there and every route he ran like it was a Super Bowl.
Man.
And I'm like, man, if people just cared about it as much as that, then they would. I mean, especially like in high school, if they ran routes like it's a state championship and it's fourth down and they got to have this catch or whatever. It's night and day difference. What a tremendous effort, like what all the effort would do for you.
Yeah. You find out that it has to be in you.
Yes. Yeah.
It just got to be your MO.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's one of those. That's one of them uncharted characteristics about those guys, and you see why they won the Super Bowl.
Right.
You see what's going on. Mm-hmm. Even with me watching Larry work, me seeing how Eric Williams had to overcome, looking at Nate, looking at what Troy went through.
Yeah,
because it wasn't all peaches and cream.
Yeah,
but man, them boys put that work in.
Oh yeah.
When you're looking for them vets are hanging around that locker room. Mm-hmm. And they're getting their work in. Mm-hmm. So when it's time to show up, it ain't no problem, and that's when you find out the guys they're giving the money to. Yeah. As I look hindsight now, 50-50, it's the guys that's hanging around that locker room that's showing them younger guys what it takes.
Right.
What it takes. It's hell to make it through a 16-game season.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Me, bro. I'm still hurting.
I believe you, bro.
I'm hurting. I'm talking about it's hell. Yeah. I mean, my first year, I finally got my first start. The media is all over me. I wasn't having the year that I wanted to have, but Bill is running back by committee. So everybody's kind of touching the ball. You feel me? Couldn't really get in no groove like a running back want to get in the groove after a couple of touches. The media is on my ass. I come out of Valley Ranch, finna make a right turn on MacArthur. My phone rings. Private number. I answer. T-Ham, what's going on, boy? Eat this, you boy? He said, yeah, Ham, this me, man. How's it going? He in Arizona. He's in Arizona at the time. How's it going? They on his own. He said, man, you built for it, Ham. You built for it, man. I said, man, I just can't get loose dealing with Bill, dealing with this, that, this shit hard. He read an article. He read an article when I said that it's hard and whatever else respect I was giving to the game of being a starter in the NFL. Right. Because I was getting flash reps. Mm-hmm. They weren't able to key in on me. I'm getting flash looks. They were zoning in on Emmett. So my runs was coming. They weren't expecting the sets. I'm able to get breaks and running. But now the defense coordinator's got time to key in and learn my tendencies. Right. And man, I'm talking about my 2-3 yards of carry coming from 5-6 yards of carry. Yeah. And I said, Emmett, I don't know, boy. He said, yeah, you do. You can do it, Ham. You gonna do it, man. You hang in there, bro. You hang in there, boy. You gonna be all right. Don't you? Man, he made me cry, bro. Because I needed that. Yeah. I needed that. The pressure of performance. Right. The pressure.
Coming from someone who would know.
The pressure of performance is not easy. Right. The ups and downs, Bill bringing in running backs. Every time you going in the locker room, it's another running back in there working out. Yeah. You hear me? Trying to figure it out. This is my fourth offense coordinator offense I'm learning. Yeah. It's I never dealt with an offense coordinator 1-2 times. They firing them, bringing somebody else in. Yeah. You feel me? Yeah. So it was hard to adapt, but that's another value. That's another moment I had with Emmett right there, man. That changed me, man, to make that right. I'll never forget that when he called me, man, out of nowhere. It wasn't like we was in contact all the time. This was like the freaking blue. But come to find out, Emmett's still intact with Dallas. He's still listening to what's going on.
Yep.
And he called me out of everybody, man. He called me out of everybody, man. Said, Ham, you can do it, boy.
Yeah.
You can do it, man. This job is for you, boy. This is what you live for. This is what you want, man. And they got me on through, man. Even though I came up short with my personal expectations, well, being the first 1,000-yard runner after Emmett, I came up 26 yards short. You know, things that's important to you ain't important to the organization.
Right.
Got down to New Orleans. 26 yards off from having 1,000. I go to hit the football field for warm-ups. All of a sudden, a urge of me sweating. Now my stomach cramping. I tell the trainer, I got to go to the bathroom. I go back to the bathroom, man. When I come out the bathroom, I done lost so much fluid. Now they got the IV on me to get some fluids back in me.
Right.
When I come back out of there with the trainers, I got 3 trainers with me. With a guy that's usually punctual, that's always on time, if not even for. When I come back on the football field, they're kicking the ball off. And Bill Parcells is mad with me. And I'm like, man, I messed up. So boom, when I get in there, I try to get a couple reps in.
Yeah.
I think Bill gave me maybe one or two reps that game. And he pulled all the starters out. He pulled the starters out. He pulled all the starters out and said, hey, we're going to the playoffs. That was his plans already to just for the starters to play 1 or 2 series.
Right.
Unbeknownst to me. In my mind, I'm thinking everybody want to see me break this record. I mean, not break it, but at least eclipse the 1,000-yard mark.
Right.
200 some odd carries that year.
Yeah.
And I got that man Bill pulled right there, man. And I come to find out that 1,000 yards wasn't in their plans at all. I thought they would pound me until I got it and then sat me down. Yeah. He wouldn't give me another rep, bro. I got back on the plane, man. I called my brother. He's in Cleveland at the time. And Darren had always been a politician. He knows position. In his mind, he works from the top down. In his mind, he can put a football team together. He feels like he's Jerry.
Yeah.
Darren does. And Darren said, boy, you got to suck it up. I know damn well you ain't crying. That was so personal to me.
Yeah.
That mark. That puts me in history.
Yeah, it's a personal goal.
That puts me in a different pay bracket.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Working my way up to an undrafted from an undrafted rookie free agent to work my way all the way up to a starter, bro.
Yep. That's
a lot of work. And that was my token.
Yeah.
And man, I saw Dallas a different way after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I noticed that I'm not 100% sure if it was the Giants or I think it was the Giants. Mm-hmm. You had that big run and they let what's his name punch it in.
I got a picture of him right now. Eric Bickerstaff.
Yeah.
I just see him and he hugs me so hard.
Yeah.
I have a picture on my phone. We just left each other. And he, man, and, and to come out, man, to get there and to see a guy like Eric Bickerstaff and to say, man, at one time I was in your position. Yeah. You hear me? Yeah. I had a lot of envy against him, but it wasn't his call.
Yeah, no. I get that. I'm not mad at him. Yeah. I'm just saying, as a collective organization, the play calling was like, dude, you let this man run all the way down the field. I mean, I think it was like a 70-yard run. Yeah, and then like the commentators let him punch it in.
And the commentators even was like, man, Moose Johnson was like, no, you need to listen to him. They said, man, y'all need to get this ball back to Hambrick.
They even took a commercial break.
Yes. They took a commercial break, bro. And you see me, if you go back and look at the film, you see me on the sidelines with my hands on my hip, man, looking like I can't believe Bill. Like I can't believe this here. But then they go to show you, man, that you have to finish your race. Yeah. I let Champ Bailey get me there. I should have ran on to the corner and I cut back thinking Joey was going to shade him, and Champ chopped me down at the 1 yard line.
That was but Was that the same game? That wasn't the same game. I'm thinking I saw another highlight where you, I think it's the safety comes down, you juke him. Is that the Jets?
I think the Jets, yeah.
Yeah, the Jets. Yeah. You juked him out of his shoes, bro. Man. That was pretty nice.
Man, I tell you. So you think about those runs and all, and I say, the worst criticism I had, we in Philadelphia, Lincoln Field, we ran an ISO to the right-hand side, and I was able to bounce it. And when I bounced it out, you got Brian Dawkins coming off the hash. And me knowing he's a big-time hitter, you know, I'm running so fast, he's coming off the hash, he got the angle on me, and I just cannot turn my shoulders to get him.
Yeah.
So I decided, when I tried to turn, I couldn't get him, I just ran on. You feel me? And I ran out of bounds. And man, boy, I got ridiculed. It's like I was trying to dodge Brian, this and that, and it's all about position.
Yeah.
The position was I was out of position, and I couldn't get no hit on. And the other position was they didn't know I had just got shots in both shoulders. The AC joints from all the carries, both of my shoulders are hurting. But I'm not in position to take a day off.
Right.
I gotta be available. You can't make the club in the tub. They don't know the pain I'm going through. They don't know I'm leaving out of medical. You feel me? And during the week, I'm taking care of Bill, even commending me. I can't even walk. I mean, I can't even walk or run after a game with both my ACs. You know, it was horrible. And Bill was like, Hambrick, boy, just walk it, man. You're out here, just keep on, man. I had to go to training. Man, if you never had a rotator cuff or AC joint jam, bro, you don't know. You know, just the wear and tear.
Yeah.
I was over 100 carries then. So I got back to Dallas. Got back to Dallas and ended up having a one-on-one sit down with Mike Irvin. And not knowing Mike was going to ask me about that. But that whole interview was about that one run. And I kind of got ticked off. You know, I got ticked off because he came based, you know, the Cowboys is not sure if you're the future of the future of the franchise. For Cowboys with a run like this here, You got a Hall of Famer coming off. You should have turned up. You know, what was you thinking? It looks like a coward run.
Yeah.
This and that. And I'm sitting here looking at a man, a Florida boy, a brother that done been through so much.
Yeah.
Where's the empathy at?
Yeah.
You know where you at, Mike?
Yeah.
You hear me? You know, my brother brought Mike down for the D-Ham Slam Jam. Mike hanging around. Mike couldn't come out the hotel room, enjoying what he enjoyed. But I never came off on him like that, you know. So that interview, you know, I would want him to say, "Hey, I'm asking you about such and such." Like I asked you, "Hey, man, how the course is gonna go? What you got going on?"
Right.
You know. But man, it was on Fox. That one-on-one sit down was on Fox, and boy, he lit into me, and I didn't appreciate that.
Oh wow. You
know, all about that run, and I'm saying, can I tell you about my medical report? Can I tell you about the things I've been through, you know?
Right.
But no, they only saw, you know, that Dawkins had me. I couldn't. If I could have squared up, it's always been about to square up. But then you get in you get in a position where you're saying, I got to make it to the next play. With all the running backs that Bill is bringing a running back in every week.
Yep.
Every week, somebody else is coming in there. Now they brought Avion Kason in there.
Yep.
You know, they want the quick scat guy.
Yep.
You hear me? Yeah. Bill bringing in all his guys.
Was Choice there yet?
No.
Tashard? Okay.
Had Richie Anderson.
That's right.
Had me.
Richie Anderson, he got it from the Jets. Yeah.
He bringing all his guys in, bro.
That's what, like I said, the Salvation Army.
I was talking to a guy, and I'm not going to name nobody, that was just at this event. And he opened the eyes to me. He's a D tackle. Mm-hmm. And he was like, "Hey, man, what up, man?" This and that. So he takes me back, most, you know. And I was like, "Man, you see all them guys that Bill Parcells brought in? All his guys brought in. Guess what they had in common? Him, he just told me this was Tuesday. I said, "What, Mike?" The guy Bill brought in was also Bill's agents, clients.
Oh.
I say, no, go back and look, Ham.
Yeah.
The agent Bill had, these all the clients flashing through here. So Bill bringing all these guys in here. It's another running back he brought in on me that I had to share reps with, And then you really find out about the business side, and you just try to work on being healthy and making a difference.
Wow.
Yeah, man. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And he ran that all the way down to me, man.
Oh my God.
I say, wow. Avion Casey was one of Bill guys. Richie Anderson was one of Bill guys.
Yeah, I remember when they got him.
Yeah, Richie couldn't do no wrong. An undersized fullback / H-back. But he's very knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Richie was very knowledgeable and he prepared well. And that's what,
That's what Bill liked.
That's what Bill liked.
Yeah. But even though, think about the whole Quincy Carter situation.
I miss
Quincy.
I missed that. Quincy was my quarterback. And then
that's how Romo got started.
Yeah.
Because they were going to cut Romo.
Yeah, see? Romo was on the practice squad or something like that when I was there.
Yep, he was an undrafted free agent.
Yeah, Romo was on the practice squad when I was there. And, the way Quincy went out was different. But Jerry worked what he worked. Jerry is a coach, is a player's guy.
Yeah.
So if you got issues, you go to Jerry.
All right.
You hear me? And Jerry cover him up.
Yeah.
But also when you go to Jerry and you got an issue, and Jerry cover it up, now you Jerry boy. Mm-hmm. You hear me?
Right.
So if I got an issue and the league is coming down, right? Let me back up. I'll be honest with you.
Sure.
I failed my second drug test in the NFL. They had me in the program. The league fined me $50,000 about the drug test.
Wow.
Because my second time failing it.
Right.
So Jerry calls me back in the office. And Jerry said, by golly, Hambrick, now let me back up. This is the year I'm going to start. This is my year I'm starting. I'm in the weight room and they're just hanging out. Felt good. I performed well during off season.
Yeah.
I'm coming to the...
Pull that down just a little bit.
Yeah.
There you go. Now pull the mic up towards you. Just the microphone stuff. That's all right.
Yeah.
You ain't going to break it. There you go.
Okay. Yeah.
Pull it down a little bit. It's blocking you from the camera.
Okay.
A little bit more. The whole arm. There you go. That's good. That's perfect. Thank you.
So the Grand Reaper come around. This is 2003. Yeah. The Grand Reaper come around in the weight room. I'm in there laying on the floor, just relaxing, listening to music. The guys in there working out, doing what they're doing.
Right.
We're coming into the last cut of the season for going into the season. The Grand Reaper come in there, and in my mind, he ain't coming for me.
Yeah, you're right.
He comes right for me.
Yeah.
Hey, Hambrick, Mr. Jones want to see you. But I'm also waiting on that last word. Mm-hmm. And that last word is bring your playbook.
Right.
You hear me? But he don't say that.
Right.
But I'm still looking crazy like, what the hell Mr. Jones want me?
Right.
I go in the meeting. I go in and get myself together. I go on back in the back. Jerry is sitting there with the Super Bowl ring sitting around him. He's sitting at his office, kicked back. Man, Troy, why you don't tell me, bro? Huh? Man, I fought. And so he pushes a piece of paper to me. Mm-hmm. And as he talking to me, I pick the paper up and I don't look at it yet. I just sit here because I want to see what's going on. I'm thinking he's going to cut me. And Jerry's telling me that, man, he went on a tirade about how many players he done saved. If they come and talk with him, he can get stuff straightened out. But he also didn't tell me that he gets stuff straightened out where it doesn't come down on the player.
Right.
And then he takes care of the player internally.
Right.
You hear me?
Right.
So, man, so he pushes, so I turn the paper over and I look, it's the NFL drug thing. They got me for another failed drug test. And they fined me $50,000. My checks don't run like that. So he said, now, what we gonna do, man? What we gonna do? I got to get you out of here.
Yeah.
I got to get you out of here. I got to see New York. That's what he has to do. I mean, they sent me to New York.
Yeah, the league. League office.
I got to go to the league office. And he said, man, Troy, he said, you should have told me you've been smoking. I'd have sent your ass back to wherever you came from until the league left out. And then I was, but come to find out, Jerry was handling guys eternally. He'll get the league off him, and then Jerry would run his own drug test program within the organization. And from what I'm hearing, that's what had happened with him and Quincy. They say Quincy had issues, and in some kind of way, Bill didn't want to deal with them issues that Quincy had, and Quincy had already violated the inside scoop on. So I was at Oakland. I had left Dallas, and I was at Oakland. And breaking news, Cowboys releasing Quincy.
Right out of training camp, too. Yep.
Yeah. And I was stunned because Quincy was my guy. I even posted yesterday showing him throw the ball he threw it to Terry Glenn.
Oh yeah, the boot there was
that was me at running back.
What's it called? The flea flicker.
Yeah, that's me.
You ran a flea flicker.
Yeah. And then I posted yesterday a Quincy hitting Antonio Bryant. A couple times. I'm talking about mean balls, and I call them money balls on the button. Quincy was an athletic quarterback. With come to find out with underhand issues with other stuff going on.
Right.
And that whole situation got out of hand there. And he was already against the ball because at that time Quincy was the first black quarterback really to start for the franchise.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he was breaking the barrier there himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I put a lot of weight on him.
Yeah. Well, we had Randall.
Yeah, Randall was just, but he wasn't
drafted.
Yeah,
he didn't go through the system.
This is the first time Jerry and them had historically.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following: Webster Ace Hardware and Farm Supply are generous sponsors for today's podcast. They have been a family-owned business for 27 years. This helpful hardware store sells items such as archery, Ariat clothing and boots, Wrangler jeans, case knives, Hammond's candies, and live fishing wear. They also have a full selection of hardware, RV supply, propane, Ben Moore, Royal & Clark, and Kingston paints. You need a barn or fencing job done? Custom barn kits and roofing metal are provided at your local Ace Hardware store. What about a new grill for the yard? Traeger, Big Green Egg, Weber, and Blackstone are found here, along with all the accessories to go with them. Stock up your workshop with DeWalt, Milwaukee, or Craftsman tools. They got you covered. Remember to go to ace.com to shop their entire line to have items shipped directly to the store. Pat's Taps at Catfish Johnny's. Pat's Taps is Lake Pennsauken's newest tap room, offering 14 rotating craft beers on tap. We also offer bottled domestic beers, seltzers, ciders, and wine, as well as a variety of appetizers and pub food. Our family-friendly tap room is a great place to come hang out and enjoy some one-of-a-kind craft beer. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, or the Untapped app. Looking for custom apparel that stands out? Welcome to the Stitching Heifers, Bushnell's premier embroidery and custom apparel shop. From custom hats, t-shirts and jackets to unique gifts and business branding, we specialize in high quality, personalized apparel that reflects your style and vision. Step into our exclusive hat bar and design your one-of-a-kind custom hat, perfect for personal flair or promoting your brand. At the Stitching Heifers, we're committed to bringing your ideas to life with exceptional service and attention to detail. Whether it's for you, your business, or a thoughtful gift, we're your trusted partner for all things custom in the heart of Sumter County. Stop by today or visit us online to get started. The Stitching Heifers, custom style, local heart. When it comes to building in Sumter County, experience matters. From remodels, barns, additions, and accessory buildings to creating the custom home of your dreams, our Hogan Construction delivers quality you can trust. Russell is hands-on and on-site daily, going above and beyond to ensure the project isn't just completed, but crafted to perfection. He doesn't just meet expectations, he exceeds them. For a builder who puts integrity and craftsmanship first, call R. Hogan Construction today at 352-793-7660. Russell Hogan Construction. Built on tradition, built to last. Catfish Johnny's Restaurant, serving the Lake Pennsauken and surrounding areas since 1990. For the last 33 years, we have strived to serve great food at great prices and a friendly, casual atmosphere. If seafood isn't your thing, our burgers or wings are the best around. We have daily specials too. Check us out on Facebook or Instagram for more information. Duto Realty is a homegrown business with an eye for getting the job done right. From football games to Sunday school and everything in between, these ladies care about our community and the people in it. Helping buyers and sellers in all of Florida with all types of transactions, including residential, commercial, farm, or vacant land. They do it all. They even offer auction services and sellouts to always get the job done right. Promotional consideration paid for by the following. Travelin' Tom's Coffee Truck, the delicious mobile coffee truck that brings you the caffeination inspiration you need. We deliver signature coffee products like our Nitro Cold Brew and Caramel Frappe to any occasion or festivity. And for those who don't like coffee, we offer a variety of delicious hot chocolates, energy drinks, lemonades, and teas. That's Travelin' Tom's Coffee Truck. What about Rodney Pete?
I don't know Rodney.
You don't remember Rodney Pete?
Yeah, Rodney was in Houston, wasn't he?
Rodney Pete was a backup to Troy Aikman.
Right, yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah, see, I didn't know
but no. But I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I forget.
Quincy had broke.
I don't know, but I wasn't sure if Rodney got drafted or not. I think he was just a product.
Yeah, for the Cowboys to have an Afro-American quarterback then as Roger Staubach,
right,
Garrett,
Danny White,
all
Troy
them boys, all them boys. You can think, and that's just how it goes.
Right.
You know, nothing against nobody, but that's just how it goes.
Right, I get it.
For that draft to happen, and for them to be there, and they select Quincy Carter, athletic young black quarterback, it was big.
Oh yeah,
but it came in with a lot of baggage, and then black quarterbacks then really wasn't. They didn't feel they was educatedly savvy enough to read a defense to do what they need to do. You know, they used him more as a running flea flicker type of guy,
like a Doug Williams.
Yeah. You know, and then these guys come along. Quincy was a special talent.
Yeah,
with underhand issues as they reported it.
Yeah,
you know, and it came unraveled to the point. Quincy and I real close. You know, Quincy helped me with my mental health issues.
Yeah.
Quincy crashed out at the border in Texas, and Thomas Henderson was helping them get implanted. I came out of prison, and I got in contact with Quincy. Quincy and I was able to talk, and I was looking for help, seeking help. And Quincy directed me out to a place in Detroit, Michigan, a mental health facility. And I went out there and stayed a month and a half, 2 months in the facility, man, needing help, trying to redirect, trying to get a balanced lifestyle.
Right.
You know? Yeah. So me and Quincy stayed in contact, and Quincy was my dude. But to see that happen, I would say Jerry gave him enough opportunity.
Right.
You know? That's what I think. But Bill wasn't going for too much.
Right. Well, Jerry stuck his neck out for a bunch of people. That's the classic thing about what they talked about. We mentioned Charles Haley earlier. You know, they took a gamble on Charles Haley because, they said he.
Yeah.
To put it in the words of Michael Irvin, psycho.
Yeah. Well,
he was mentally right.
Yeah.
But one heck of a player.
Yeah.
So Jimmy said, Charles is smart.
Yeah.
As long as you're smart, I can work with you.
Right.
You know? And that's how they developed these players that nobody wanted.
Right. So boom. So I can name I can name so many. Right? So I can tell you about another situation that you say like Charles.
Yeah.
With issues. You got guys during the time I was there stayed at the facility, didn't go home. That required 24-hour supervision.
Oh wow!
And Jerry would appoint somebody to each one of them,
right,
to make sure they get their medicine, eat. Yeah, right. They always there. I'm not gonna say no name.
No, I get it.
But you find out, man, that what was the league really doing? I mean, they got guys that belong in a mental ward that really need psychiatric help.
Right.
But they are creating them off of size.
Right.
And all. They had talent. They had talent. But how do you handle them in a 50-man room roster? You know, so many personalities in there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So many personalities in there, man.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm telling you, I didn't know that until it came later through an incident that 3-4 players were staying at the facility. 3-4 players had to be with this person. They take them, they hold their hand. They don't have no family coming. Everything had to be supervised with them because they wasn't right.
Right.
And it was amazing.
Right.
It was different, man. Yeah. Yeah. I was. Quincy has bounced back over the years. I'm happy about that. He's watched my growth.
Good.
You know, losing that game is serious.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I was going to say this earlier. You know, when you're talking about when you didn't think you were going to get drafted, and you're down by the river, and you're just thinking all this, you go, you know, you put so much time and effort and all your heart and soul, blood, sweat, and tears, the whole metaphor.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't work out for you. It's got to be. It's no different from being in like a relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or having like a piece of you just so suddenly fade away.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
that passion, that burning desire.
Yeah.
You know, to overcome, to face adversity, to feel like it's a light at the end of the tunnel. Mm-hmm. When that damn light has been cut off,
right?
Where do you find your bulb at?
Right.
You know,
exactly.
What's next? I didn't lay my career on education. You know, I had a deficiency there that nobody knew about.
Right.
You feel me? Mm-hmm. And I didn't take time out to try to tell them that I could talk to you and I can make myself appear as right there. I can communicate well. But when it comes to learning curve and classroom work, that wasn't important.
Yeah.
That football was important. And I was going to go to pros or prison. That's why I used to say at the University of South Carolina. That's how I kept myself. I'm going to go pros or prison. I'm going to go big time.
Which way is it going to be?
Which way it's going to be.
Yeah.
And you feel me? And come to find out, I spoke a lot of stuff in existence then, not knowing that I was speaking in existence, but look at the walk now.
Yep.
From pros to prison, I did both of them. Now I'm riding that blessed side of life. Now,
right.
You know?
Well, that's what I was saying earlier. You know, people ask for things, but they don't expect to go through the hard times and the turmoil to get to where those good times are, or whatever they ask for.
Yeah.
You know, you have to. It's a give and take, man. I mean, you can't want one and not expect the other.
Everybody think that is handed to you. Everybody think they see you as a finished product.
Yeah.
You know, they don't know the backdrop of the hour. Yep. That workout session I told you about with Emmett.
Yep.
They had to drag me off the field.
Yeah.
After that workout.
Yep.
Never been through nothing so rigorous. But so much needed. Nobody knows that. You know, everybody think I just went along and just act like I'd ignore Emmett and I wasn't watching Emmett and I didn't want to be Emmett. As soon as they got rid of Emmett, I put an Emmett parking spot. As soon as they got rid of him, I felt like I had did enough, watched him enough, and I felt like I was ready. Yeah. Now, I didn't have the finances where I can go get the Mercedes-Benz like Emmett had.
Right.
I had an old Cadillac DTS. I pulled up in that joint, bro. Me and Troy Galloway fighting over the position, over that parking spot to this day. And now it's who get there first.
Yeah, yeah.
You hear me?
Oh my gosh. Let me ask you this, and I'm gonna let you go, but I got one thing to ask you left.
I appreciate you having me.
Yes, I appreciate you coming over and taking the time to come over to hang out with me.
I tell the guys I just left that I've been in a hole for almost 15 years. I haven't forgave myself for that dumbass decision I made back in September. You hear me? I was at the crossroads of my career.
Right.
Finances jammed up. I was in great survival mode. And to be a middleman in a federal drug sting was so painful.
Right.
You know, and I thought I had got away. I did the deal. I thought I got done with that. I paid that money that I made off that deal and gave it to a trainer in Dallas. I moved back to Dallas. I wasn't here in Florida when the indictment came down. I'm in Dallas, Texas, working out, getting ready to go to Utah Blaze to get more film. To get back on. I've been removed from the game for 13 months. So through my agent and all, Troy, they still got employment out there for you. You can get back up. Do you want it? Yeah. Okay. It costs to live in Dallas.
Yeah.
It costs to have a trainer. There's nobody working for free.
Right.
You hear me now? So I didn't have nobody. I had an insurance man. I can't think of his name. Mr. Booth. Mr. Booth loaned me $1,000. For $400 back with $1,000 with $400 profit.
Right.
And I took that money plus the drug proceeds, and I end up living off of it in Dallas. I'm laying in the bed one night. It got to be about 1 a.m. in the morning. My phone rings. It's a private number. I'm like, damn, who is this? I don't answer. Calls right back. It's another private number. I'm like, damn. So I say, man, maybe it's one of the girls that heard I'm back in town and they think my wife is with me. This is what I'm saying to myself. I answer. Hey, man, where you at? It's a man's voice. I said, man, who this is? Who playing on my damn phone? It's like, and this is DEA. And he said his name. I can't remember what he said. And I'm like, man, stop playing, man. Y'all call my fucking attorney. I hang up. He calls back. What's your attorney number? I shoot it to him. 6 o'clock that morning, my attorney is on the phone. Man, Troy, what you done? What you done? I'm like, what you talking about, man? He said, man, these people say you done gave somebody 2 ounces of crack 3 times in the month of September in 2007, and they got a federal indictment for you, man. I said, well, I've never been in no trouble before, man. What, they gonna give me some probation or something, man? He said, no, man, you gotta go to prison, bro. Prison? Yeah, you gotta go back to Florida, bro. You don't worry about Utah no more. Just that fast.
Wow.
And I did the sale in 2007. They didn't indict me until 2008. I did it in September of 2007. This is a new year. This is Christmas coming into a new year. You hear me?
Yeah.
For that stuff to come back and bite me. And I was telling somebody this yesterday that it finally dawned on me that it was real. And I had to get trained. They told me if we got to come get you, you're going to have to go through all these little jail cells from Texas to get to Florida. The best thing you do is come turn yourself in. And so, boom, they made me write a sign. I, Troy Hambrick, is going to turn myself in to the U.S. Marshal. And once I go and buy that, once I show the people my ID and they run that name in the system, they'll show a warrant and they'll lock you up. I mean, I went through Dallas DFW with a sign like this here, man. Every time I got to the agents, like this here, man.
Wow.
You hear me, man? Never saw it coming. Yeah, never saw it coming. But the game that you play, it's a game that you play. Playing middleman, getting busted by a guy that you bonded out of jail. That I felt like they planned it in there. Now, do you say, Troy, was you living right? No, I was in survival mode.
Yeah.
I was making some unworthy decisions then,
right.
But hell. That thing bit the hell out of me, bro. That thing bit me.
But I think I think that's something that maybe you had to go through in order to keep you out of something like God forbid you decided to do that again at the same time without the first time being prosecuted or whatever. Right. And you go and you go, hey man, I need a little bit more. And then you go and you do this bigger, right?
It's a big.
And then you end up getting shot.
Yeah. Wow.
You're dead, man.
Oh yeah.
What are you gonna do?
And that's the business that you're in. You're in a dead man business.
Right.
You did. If
Right.
I tell them my life is set up now that I need to stay away. I don't need to let the black folks kill me, and I don't need to let the white folks catch me and lock me up. You hear me?
Yeah.
That's where it's at now.
Yeah.
You hear me? And that decision, it could have got. If it went well, it might have got bigger.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
It might have got bigger, some bigger stuff might have came, and bigger time, or even a bigger consequences, you know. And I sit back and think now, did 5 years in the league.
Yeah.
I get a 5-year sentence.
Right.
You hear me? It seems like everything is equivalent as a 5.
Right.
You hear me?
Right.
From pros to prison, you know, to bless.
You know what's funny is everybody loves the movie Scarface.
Yeah.
Right. Why is that? They love the power, right? They want to get that. They want to go from nothing to something, right?
Yeah.
But everybody knows how that movie ends.
Yeah, everybody knows.
They still love it.
They still love it, man.
They still love it.
I mean, they love the points where he got his lasan, he goes in his rage. You know.
They know what it does to him.
Yes, sir.
And they still love it.
And they still.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm guilty. I love that movie.
He's a bad.
But I think it's because it shows you how fast you can progress, and how fast you can, decrease.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that was, and once again, if you look back over my life, I think God had it set up just like that.
Yeah.
But through that, he brought out a new man.
Yeah.
I was able to formulate Breaking the Gap. You know, I came out of prison with that logo, Breaking the Gap, not trying to be the whole wall no more.
Right.
I'm just trying to slide a little piece in there.
Right.
It's not my job to fix it all.
Right.
You feel me? It's not my job to have all the responsibilities on me. Now, what's my responsibility is mine, and he sent me through. But all that extra stuff, Breaking the Gap.
Right.
Breaking the Gap. Every time I turn around, Breaking the Gap, and when I say Breaking the Gap, that's near and dear to me, man.
Yeah.
The lights was off.
Yeah.
The lights was off with no education. I am self-taught through experience in life, lessons. You hear me? Breaking the Gap.
Yeah.
Breaking the Gap, man. Come out there with a piece of paper. No money.
Yeah.
No benefits. Well, yeah, I end up tapping into it, but if I don't go there, we'll never hear about Breaking the Gap, bro.
That's true. That's true.
I stood at the guard come around. I built a decent relationship with the guards. Matter of fact, during this time I was doing time, they call it camp fed, however you have it. You got pharmaceutical lawyers back there, no fence, everybody laid back, suntanning, living a life. The attorneys done got, court lawyers, they done got caught with fraudulent stuff, done got 6-7 years, but they hid $300 million overseas. I'm a black kid, done got jailed with 3 ounces of crack cocaine, done got 5 years with no education, with no get back.
Yeah.
So when I got there, I ended up building a pretty good relationship with the guys. We had me as a professional player there, Troy Hambrick. We had Tim Montgomery, the world's fastest man, was married to Mary Jones at the time. There, you had Jim Thorpe, was a black golfer. Is a black golfer. I just saw Jim at the casino last week.
No way.
I'm sitting at the dice table. He walks by. I say, Jim. And man, it goes crazy. He was there. You had Robert Track, the trailer, was a basketball player out of Michigan. Got caught with something fraudulent. They gave him less than a year.
I remember that. I remember him, yeah.
He ended up having a heart attack overseas. He went back, once he got released, he went overseas to play basketball and had a heart attack and died. They found him in a hotel.
That's right.
You hear me? So we're walking, we got 4 different walks on one compound. And we all, all searching.
Yeah.
So I'm standing, the guards come in, they do the count. The guy says, Hambrick, I'll be to get you in the morning. I might be a little late because the counting and all, but after the count is done, I'll be to get you. But you can't come out the door until I come get you. I said, man, don't be playing, man. He said, you don't want to stay another day with me? I said, man, come on. So we laugh it off. I said, man, don't be late, man. I'm ready to go, man. I done had enough of this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sitting at the door. Looking out. Waiting on him. I'm packed. In the dark, as I'm sitting in there, looking out, looking for him, this old man out of Arkansas laying here. He leans up. You going out there to try him again, Hambrick? I said, no, man, I can't try that no more. He said, I've been watching you, son. I've been watching you, man. And I think when you leave here, bro, go get tied in with your doctors. Get yourself evaluated, bro. In the dark, all I do is hear him.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward.
Yeah.
I hear him.
Yeah.
I said, yes, sir, I will, Mr. Lucas. I will. When I left there, I came out, got established with my family, and I started seeking professional help. And come to find out all these other ailments was coming, you know, my bones, even though I was 36 at the time, my bones was like I was a 70-year-old man. You feel me? Worn tore from the game and everything else. And I started getting medical benefits, you feel me? And then not knowing that with those benefits statewide, the NFL had a retirement where you can get total and permanent and this and that. And that opened up the windows of heaven for me and my family.
Right.
You know, I'm living a better quality of life now, even before even better than my football life.
Wow.
You hear me? And I decided that I'm going to find something else I'm going to get a cutoff of, and it won't be drugs. So I started a car sale. I buy used cars.
Okay.
Buy a car $1,200. I put $3,000 on it. You know, I'm in a community where kids really need help.
Right.
I live in front of the high school. So if the kid got a job, I charge them $25 a week until they pay me off for the car. You know, that helped the kids out. Teaching them financial literacy.
Right.
On a smaller scale, instead of going out there and getting them $500, $600 payments. You know, we work on something low end to build up.
Yeah.
You know, and it's been a blessing to me. And I personally want to deal with people that really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because it's tough.
I know.
It's tough out there, man. And if you ain't got nobody to hold you through, once again, them same people that you go and tell, hey, man, thank you just because. You hear me? And the same people I walk around and think about who's helped me along my way. They got kids, grandkids coming up. And to give back, it's tremendous, man. You know, I got them at KFC. I got them at McDonald's. I got them at Burger King. They check ain't fat.
Yeah.
They check ain't all that. What you say, man? Oh, Mr. Hambrick, I can give you $100 a week. No, give me $40 a week.
Yeah.
God's been so good to me.
Right.
I don't make no difference. And
absolutely.
Man, I tell you, I look at my phone, and sometimes I don't have nothing. And all of a sudden, somebody will shoot $50 on there, man. This for the car. This is for the car.
Wow.
You know, money jump out of anywhere, man.
Wow.
I'm telling you, man, God's been so good to me, man.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. I mean, just
working my jelly, man. God's working with me, boy.
Yeah. Well, hey, man, you've really enlightened a lot of things, and I really, really enjoyed hearing your story, your journey.
To forgive yourself is the most important thing.
Absolutely. That is, forgiveness is a powerful thing. Let me tell you.
It's been 13, 15 years, man.
Right.
Fighting that decision.
Right.
Felt like I knocked myself off the pedestal, bro.
Right.
Right. How do I get back up, man?
Yeah.
You know, how do the peers look at you again? You know, and you know, and the hometown only see the finished product.
Yeah.
The hometown forget that I ain't come from nothing.
Right.
But to go out and try to make a mark and a name positively, man, that takes a lot.
Absolutely.
I could easily quit and came back home, man. You know, I could easily got out of prison, went to another state to live. No, I come right back to where it all come.
Right.
Where it all, come right back. I can face mine.
Yep.
You know, but forgiveness is everything. I showed up for them boys for the first time because I'm in my forgiveness wall. Everybody go through it. Just some get caught.
Right.
Everybody go through it, man. To hug them guys, man. To see them guys, man. To hear them guys say, Ham, boy, where you been, Ham? Ham, I hear you writing your book, Ham.
Yeah.
How can I support you?
Yeah.
My brothers, man.
Yeah.
It's amazing, bro. I come on your show just to let you know, man. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's an amazing walk, bro.
Yeah. I'm so glad you were able to express, open up, and have a genuine conversation. I just love listening, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me.
I love listening to the inside stuff, people's journeys, because it's amazing when you see somebody on the same journey you were on, and then you're like, you feel it because you go, I've been there, whether or not they believe you or not.
It's on them.
That's on them, but you've been there.
I've been there, man. I've been there. Yeah. I see where you're headed at. Yeah. I know what's going on.
Yeah.
I talked to a married couple, 21 and 22 on the flight. And I said, all this stuff is Lord's appointed time.
Yep.
2 little young guys, they ain't married yet. 2 little,
Yeah. She
come out of Polk County. We joked about Grady Judd and how you got to be straight line. Man, Grady Judd, my guy now.
Yeah. I'm trying to get him on the show.
I like him. I like Grady, man. I fuck with Grady. Excuse my friend. So we sat down last. He's 21, sitting in the middle. She's 22.
Yeah.
They're trying to figure life out.
Yeah.
And for me to sit there and open up and tell them about my wall and to give them snippets of how you can make it.
Yeah.
It'd be 22 years for me, July 1st, and it ain't been all pieces and cream.
No.
And marriages is just like life.
Right. Yep.
It's the ups and downs.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
It's been a year for me.
Yeah, I tell you.
We just got married
last
year.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
And man, to see them 2 young kids leave me.
Yeah.
Once we landed in Tampa, and they gave me a hug, man. Don't know them. I don't remember the name. Don't know. They gave me a hug and said, man, we needed that.
Yeah.
We needed that.
Yeah.
I don't know what the Lord told me to tell.
God will put people in your life for a reason, and you have to believe that. You have to.
Yeah.
There's no way that you just by chance run into somebody.
Look at God.
You know what I mean?
Look at God. That's what I holler fast. Look at God, man. It has to be a point. You can't think you just remotely moving around.
Sheer coincidence. I don't believe in coincidence.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Can't do it.
See, if you have the faith.
That's right.
You have to know we're living by something.
That's right. And if not, what are we living for?
Then what you living for? I'm high on getting hooked to my purpose.
Yep.
And pushing my purpose.
Yep.
And my purpose is the things he took me through.
Yep.
And it's not hard to talk about my life because I live in it. I live in it. Now it's about me living in the truth.
Right.
And knowing how beneficial it can be to the next one.
Yeah.
That's coming up.
Absolutely.
And that's what I've been doing, volunteering my time, trying to plug away, bro.
Yeah. Oh, man. I love it. I love the journey. I love the time.
You got me, man.
Man, thank you so much for coming by. This has really been an inspiring and just a couple hours, man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it.
It's been 3 hours. Can you believe that?
Man, I tell you.
But it didn't feel like that. I mean, I wish it was a little bit cooler here. I'm so sorry about that. I'm working on it.
Man, I come from Lacucci, Florida, bro. I made all the decisions.
You did say you were going to be a country boy, so I'm like, all right. I see you over there getting. I
take my shoes off and everything. I don't play, man. I get comfortable, bro. Once I make the decision, show up, man. You my man.
I appreciate you.
And you can call on me again, bro.
I appreciate it, and I would love to have you on.
Yeah, man. I'm here
again.
For you.
If you want to do something, and if you're doing some kind of awareness or whatever, whether it be just for your community, mental health, whatever.
Yeah. Yes.
Look, man, mental health, I'm telling you.
It's serious. It's serious, man.
I wouldn't have believed you 20 years ago, but
man, it's
right
serious,
now
man.
I do.
Man,
I believe it wholeheartedly.
Man, you need to check in. Man, and, I'm reaching out. I got guys hitting me up.
Yeah.
Hey, how can I get on? Yeah. Bro, I'm not on.
Yeah.
I'm not on. I'm working.
Yeah.
I'm following what God's telling me to do.
Right.
And that's what I need you to do.
That's right.
They want me to get them on. I got the running backs up there. I got Derek Watson, was a running back, ended up going to prison there in South Carolina. I got Demetrius Summers, was a hell of a running back at the University of South Carolina. These guys are trying to talk.
Yeah.
These guys are trying to get in and tell their story. Yeah. And they need a platform.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm starting from scratch. Bridging the gap.
Yeah.
Bridging the gap, trying to plug away. And this is part of the plug here.
Yeah.
You know, you got a guy, got insight, know how to work this stuff. You know, maybe you might be a guy say, hey, man, I might can do a whole panel and get these guys on. And we call it the running back room.
Yeah.
The Gamecocks running back room with an audience already.
Absolutely.
Because we love our ass some Gamecocks. You know, the Gamecocks has the best fans.
You know what? I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that.
You know, so trying to create something for them boys to get out the rut. Because they want to tell their story.
Right.
And to get it out.
Yeah.
It's the most difficult thing, man.
Right.
But man, you feel the weight off your shoulders, bro.
Oh, I'm sure. I hope you were able to do that today because it was amazing.
I got it off, man. Think about them low times, bro. See how far he done brought me.
Well, but it was great because maybe somebody can use that and understand what it means.
Yes, sir.
And it'll be okay.
It'll be okay.
Everything will be all right.
It'll be okay, man. Just stay close.
Troy, appreciate you, brother.
I got you.
I appreciate you. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off if you don't mind.
Yeah, no problem.
Guys, thank you for joining. Troy, appreciate you. Thanks for coming again.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Guys, I really, really appreciate you joining us. I want to thank our sponsors. Without your support, this is not possible. And I really appreciate all the guys that help us out with that. Guys, until next time, we'll see you down the road. Be good.
Be good.